El Museo Judio de Milwaukee presentó una exhibición denominada Judios en Argentina Exposición del Sur, donde explora cómo los judíos llegaron a Argentina, las contribuciones culturales y desafíos que enfrentaron en su época y cómo esto afectó tanto la inmigración judía y nazi. Esta exhibición muestra el rol de la comunidad judía en Argentina y las similitudes y diferencias con la historia de Milwaukee. Este es un reportaje de Munoz.
The name of the exhibit is Southern Exposure, the Jews of Argentina, with a subtitle, Inclusion, Exclusion. In approaching this exhibit, we wanted to give a kind of a general overview of the history of the Jewish community in Argentina. We had looked at doing an exhibit that explored the Jewish community of Argentina, one of the main reasons being that it's the 6th largest Jewish community in the world, and it really also echoes a lot of the immigration experience connected to the U.S., and that's something that we explore quite a bit in our permanent exhibit and through quite a bit of our programming. One of the things that was important to us was to really try and create a balance. We knew that it would be very heavy on information, that we would be able to create wonderful didactic panels that presented a lot of statistics and information, timelines, and kind of the challenge was to come up with images to go along with the narrative. And one of the things that was really instrumental was being able to connect with the executive director of the AMIA in Buenos Aires. And the AMIA is effectively the Jewish Community Center and the Jewish Federation in one. And they have an extensive archives of images which really tracks the experience of the Jewish community from the earliest immigrants who settled in colonies in the very fertile lands of the Pampas through the contemporary Jewish community. And we were able to use a lot of the images that are on their digitized collection. And we also were able to balance by collecting things from the community, borrowing things that belong to different families who are native Argentinians and who had artifacts that they could share with us.
El judío argentino se siente bien argentino, bien latinoamericano, ¿no? Lo que es lamentable de todo esto es que el judío a través de los siglos ha tenido que sufrir esta discriminación, que es totalmente por falta de por la ignorancia, ¿no? El judío es parte integral de la sociedad tal como lo es aquí. La Argentina, lamentablemente, como consecuencia del hecho que el gobierno del general Juan Domingo Perón, aliado a Italia y a Alemania durante la Segunda Guerra Mundial, cuando vino esta inmigración fuerte de Europa Occidental, lamentablemente judíos fueron suministrados a la discriminación, tal como los hispanos hoy en día, lamentablemente, están sometidos a la discriminación. Pero forman parte integral en las artes, en la política, en la sociedad. Esta es una exhibición única en que yo no creo, mira, yo estoy bien empapado en todo esto, yo no creo que ha habido una exhibición tal en alguna otra parte del país. Entonces, imagínate tú aquí en Milwaukee, una ciudad relativamente pequeña en comparación al resto de las ciudades grandes, de pronto se nos presenta con esta exhibición. La política de Perón iba en contra de los Estados Unidos y a favor de Alemania. Y claro, ¿cuál era el objeto de los alemanes? El objeto de Alemania en ese entonces era la de borrar completamente la historia judía del mundo. Una locura. Entonces, ¿cómo se sentían? No se sentían cómodos, porque imagínate que el tipo en el poder está en contra de tu gente, ¿no?
This is an overview, and it's by no means a comprehensive history. So we did highlight some particularly important events. One of those, of course, was the beginnings of the Jewish community, which really started with this group of about 850 that came from Russia to escape the pogroms. The next kind of significant event that we look to is World War II and how that was affected by immigration, where the fact that along with the immigration of Jews to Argentina came the immigration of a lot of Nazis who were looking to go underground, to hide, to escape being brought to trial for their crimes against humanity. And when Adolf Eichmann was found in Argentina in 1960 and taken to Israel to stand trial, that was a huge moment in the history of Argentina and in the global Jewish community. One of the other things that we really wanted to look at was the Dirty War, because that again ties to the Jewish experience. Then we look to the next two very large events which come in 1992 and 1994, which are the bombings of the Israeli embassy and the bombing of the Amia. But we really want to send the message of education in terms of informing the community of Milwaukee, the region, and in the state, and beyond that, about the Jewish community in Argentina and the history and how interesting that is, but also how complex that is and all of the factors. A lot of people will come to this and will either know a family member or a friend who has had an experience or can relate to this. There are a lot of themes in this exhibit that will resonate with a diverse population of people, but also, as I said, the recognition of the incredible cultural contributions, literary, visual arts, sciences, film, all of these areas, and to be able to identify for themselves those areas of interest and resonance. So we think it's an important exhibit, and we're excited to be sharing it with the community.